and my reason for this is I'm going to go to Din Tai Fung, London. And for any of you who are Xiaolongbao soup dumpling fans, you know that this is a very famous chain in Taiwan. Like if you go to Taiwan, you have to come here. They have their signature 24-fold soup dumplings. So I was really excited when they opened in London, but of course I knew that there was probably not going to be any vegan options, so it was no big deal for me until they actually announced that they were doing a vegan xiaolongbao made from mushrooms. So I'm headed over there right now to check that out with you guys. So apparently they started doing an online app system. So even though there's no lines, there's actually, it was like a 45-minute wait.
Just 2 minutes here because your table is ready anyway, but just need the people to go to their day.
Oh, okay. So they have this area where people can just come and see how they make the dumplings. Oh geez, look at how thin they get that wrapper to be. So there's actually a 40-minute wait here. What they have actually is this app where you can get into the queue with the app, so that's why there was nobody outside. This place is actually quite big. There's an upstairs and a downstairs, and for any of you guys that like to see dumplings being made, which I know you guys do, upstairs there's actually a big area where it's just all glass and you can see all of the chefs making the dumpling. And what I found was really cool was how thin they roll those dumpling wrappers, right? Like it's, you guys know how hard it is, but it's super, super thin so that when you cook it, it's really just all filling. And of course there's the traditional 24 cleat fold, which with dumpling wrappers as thin as they are and how much they fill these dumplings, it is a super, super hard thing to do. Now I've ordered a ton of things, so for you guys to see. Oh my gosh, this, here you go. This has red bean and chocolate. That is crazy. Oh. They have red bean buns, and the red bean buns are vegan as well. Oh, look. Okay, so they have under, I think that this is probably their dessert section, but they have a red bean xiaolongbao. They have taro xiaolongbao as well, and those are both vegan. Taro buns, red bean buns, vegan. Thank you. So there's shimeji, there's enoki, I think there's a bunch of mushrooms in there. It's just a little bit of truffle oil though. Like it's not overpowering with truffle as I thought it would be. So what you're supposed to do, there's actually not much soup here. I think it's just because it's not the original one, so it's harder to put soup in with the mushrooms. So what you'll do is you'll put the ginger and the vinegar and the soy sauce, stick some in there. It's hard to do this with one hand, right? And then we can actually looking here. Each of the vegan xiaolongbao, it's mushroom and truffle. It comes 8 pieces, is £12.50, and then 7 pounds is for 4 pieces. So it's expensive, but I think it's because their location is in a really prime area of London, and of course this is a very famous shop as well. And the host outside was actually telling me that this is the London location is the first international location outside of Asia. So this is a real big one. Some of the things that you'll notice, like if you do come to London, is some of the initial reviews. I think because it was a new restaurant, they still had a lot of things to work out. The service, how quick the service was, and whatnot. But I have to say, while I was here, the service has been incredible. Everybody's been super nice. They've been super attentive. This is the xiaolongbao right here. I've actually had a couple. I've actually had a couple already. They don't actually have, for the mushroom and truffle one, it doesn't really have the soup inside like a normal xiaolongbao does. I think it may be harder to put in all of like the jellies and whatnot when it's not inside the pork. But it does have a ton of really nice mushroom flavor in it, and I thought that even though it was mixed with truffle oil that it would be kind of super truffly, but it's not. Like you still get the truffle, it's still nice, but it's very well balanced. Like you wouldn't, like if you didn't like truffle, I still think it's definitely worth the go. Initially they give you some ginger on the table already, and you're supposed to mix it with vinegar and some soy sauce, or basically whatever you want. Like if you want vinegar, you can put that in. If not, not. Of course, they give you a spoon like this so that it's supposed to actually catch some of the soup from the soup dumplings. This skin is super thin, it's super light, so a majority of what you taste is the filling. Again, a ton of mushroom flavor. It's not overpowering with the truffles, and I love the sauce because it's like a little bit sour, it's a little bit savory. Enjoyed this trip to Din Tai Fung. If you have any questions, comments for me, let me know and I will do my best answering them. And until next time, I'll see you guys later, okay? Bye!